How's it going, everyone? So we are here for a special week, and yeah, it's gonna be a big one. So what I went ahead and did is looked up a ton of uncompleted sets. What's that mean? Let's say there's a high qual chest piece and face mask, but no road sign kilt. Let's say there's boots, hoodie, pants, no gloves, etc., that kind of thing. Or maybe it's a popular set and the bolt action rifle from that set hasn't made it in yet. It could be anything like that. I tried to make it older stuff, but there are some newer things that I know are popular that a lot of you guys have been asking for. There's also some older things that some of you have always asked for quite a bit. Now, you might be like, oh, well, everyone really wants this one. If it's not part of a set, it didn't make it into here. So there might have been some really popular skins like the Angel or Viking AKs. Those are two ones I get asked for a lot. And they aren't part of a set, so they weren't here. Okay? So anyways, moving along, there's over 70 skins, I think 26 or 28 artists. I try to do as many as I can, and I try not to do too many pieces from one artist, but not everyone does sets. So that's kind of like it was a very difficult thing to do. Originally I had over 100 skins, that was narrowed down to 83, and I thought that was way too much still. So I shaved off another 13, bringing it to an even 70, where about 10 of those are two-piece sets. So yeah, that's kind of how that went there. I'm encouraging Hulk to try to maybe do 12 to 16 skins this week as a special kind of thing, kind of like Halloween or, you know, whatever, where there's more skins accepted. I don't know if he will. Don't take my word on it. I haven't gotten a response on that yet. It was just something I said to him, hey, you know, it ended up being a lot of stuff. Maybe we could do a little special thing this week. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. So moving in, let's go ahead and start. The Playmaker set is a very, very popular set. It is missing its gloves, and I love the gloves because they look so much like Nintendo's Power Glove. It's not even funny, and I love it, and that's what makes it funny, actually. And it's just great. And then with the kilt, you have everything you could expect. You got the little hearts, a little smiley face over here, all sorts of buttons and everything. There's a nice little actual like rusty looking panel in there. It's all scuffed up and dirty. Playmaker set is awesome. I would definitely love to see there be a completion connected to it. Moving on now, we've got the Brony gloves. I was looking at gloves and I was like, you know what? We never got our Brony gloves, guys. So, Brony gloves maybe. That set isn't 100% complete. I like the little like gem studs on there. You got your little unicorn underneath the rainbow. Everything you would expect from these gloves right here. So there you go. You have it there. Then moving on past that, we should have a kilt here. Come on, there we go. The Vandal set, which is very popular, does not have a road sign kilt yet. So here we go. Here's the Vandal's road sign kilt. And it's what you'd expect from the set. It's got the purples and greens and grays. It has a very industrial kind of almost motocross kind of armor look to it. And I think it'd be nice to see this set get itself a road sign. Now from there, I think we can start. Let's see. Here we go. Boom. One of the most popular sets of all time is the tempered face mask. It does not have a chest piece or a kilt, but they have existed for quite a long time. Milo is the original maker of that face mask, and this set was meant to go alongside with it, and I could see these doing quite well. So that is definitely a big one there. Let's go ahead and move to a hoodie and pants set. We've got the Peacemaker set, which has always been a very popular one. It has a hoodie and pants that just got kind of straight up ignored, and I wanted to make sure to show them. You got your little peace signs, your smiley faces. It was a very popular set, and I think that people would love to see the hoodie and stuff make it in. I love how dirty and kind of messed up this is. It definitely fits into that rusty world. And then we've got over here, we've got this very kind of, I would say, rusty kind of set. And it is the, I'm forgetting the name right now, Looter Leader set. And it's just this very kind of dark set. Let's actually get some better light with not so much shadows on our character here. And that was a little bit better. You can see it's this really nice like leather hoodie and pants set. I think it's done incredibly well. It has beautiful detail to it. And yeah, it's just a nice one that was kind of really looked over. So let's go ahead and get this back on, and I believe, let's see, is that, we already show this set? No. All right, so Apocalyptic Night is a newer set from Johnny, but all of you guys already love it. Road Sign set sold amazingly well. The AK this week is doing quite well. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer to get in the high-qual set. It's sick, it's awesome, it's relevant. It looks really great, and I love the face mask. It has kind of like that curved in, and then you've kind of just got the mesh here on the side. And I think that makes it really different from a lot of other sets out there. Alrighty. Now, let's see, what do we got here? Road sign, kilt. We already showed that. Alright, then I believe we've got this one on here. Okay, another set from Johnny. I hate showing two things from the same person back to back, but this is just a really, really sought after set. So many people, when is there going to be the Scrapper High Qual? When is there going to be the Scrapper High Qual? Well, here it is, guys. I'm showing it again. It's getting another big chance. Hopefully, you know, Hulk considers it. And here's your outcries, guys. But the Scrapper set is definitely a very sick looking armor, and I can see why you guys want to see that one pop into the store. Next, we've got the Azul set, which I know is also very popular. We've got the road sign, so again, no-brainer, makes sense to get the high-qual set in. And I like that is this very different design on the back of it from what you would normally see, you know? And it's a very nice set. And you like the Azul set, it's kind of a no-brainer right there, you know what I mean? But that does it for our clothing section. Let's go ahead and check out the deployables. Alright, so we've got quite a few deployables for you guys, as you can see, starting with only one furnace, but this is one that's very sought after. It is the Night Sky Furnace by Fora. All of you guys have been begging for this one, and of course we can all see why. It is an absolutely beautiful furnace. Next up, Jessen recently went ahead and I believe... Oh, am I saying the wrong names here? I might be. No, I got it right, Jessen. It is Jessen. So many skins today, my mind is crazy. Redid the solar box. It no longer looks like it has weird stuff sticking off of it, which means it is now eligible to be put in. We could really use a electronics themed box, and I think this with the solar panels and everything on the side would look amazing. And the garage door part of the set is already in, and a lot of people love that garage door. I've seen a lot of people kind of mark it off as their electronics section and stuff. So definitely a really cool part of a very small set, but I would love to see this one make it. Next, of course, a more recent set that everyone is in love with is the Vampire set. We've got the box here. Hopefully, the glowing version is something that can make it in. If not, I linked both for Hulk. This is one that everyone really wants to see get in, of course, because the Vampire set is just extremely popular. Another box that people have been begging for is the Demon box. For obvious reasons, it's got very well done artwork to it. It's crazy and it glows. So, I mean, you can't complain about that. Speaking of demons, we've got the From Hell sheet metal door, is one that just kind of got skipped over and never got in. It's been redone twice, and this second iteration is quite scary and awesome. So I think it's definitely time for this one to get a new look at it again. Next up from the Necromancer set, we've got another sheet metal door, and I love this one because it has so much depth to it, even though it doesn't really, but it does. It's just the effects of the patterns and the lines and the designs, and I like that it looks hand-painted. It just looks really, really nice. Some things look great hand-painted, like deployables out in some guns. Other things like clothing, not so much. So this is definitely something I think that looks really cool with this paint job. Next, of course, the Demon door. All of you guys have been begging for it, so I had to make sure to show it again. This is, again, another remake of it, and the non-glowing version. I know the glowing version was previously rejected, so hey, here it is there. Next up, we've got the Vampire door, which, of course, does glow as well. Again, very popular set. Wanted to make sure to show it. And probably one of the most often asked after skins is this Toxic Garage door by Little Ranger. Guys, I know, I heard it, I want this one too, I would use it, and I was sure to show it again in this video. Maybe you'll get in this time. I think it's maybe the third time it's been shown. After that, that's kind of just like, alright, that's a definite no, you know? Next up, we've got a very popular set that we haven't seen anything from for a while, and it's Keck's Survivor set. We've got the Survivor Garage door. I still think it's really relevant, and it just has all sorts of little silly drawings and stuff all over it. and it's just great. You are dead, and all sorts of little stuff. Maybe some of the language, I don't know how that helping them feel about. It is an M-rated game, so we'll just have to see. And next, another one from a very popular set from Mad Polygon is the Einsheet garage door. This is the second version of it. It's definitely very cool. Now, I'm not sure, since it doesn't really look like it rolls up, it might not be one that Helk would particularly go for, but hopefully he does. It is a very popular one, so hey, it's definitely a beautiful door. And lastly, we've got one armor door from you, from Stabby. It is the Arctic garage door, still to this day. This is an old skin. It's been redone once. You guys have begged for this one. Lots of people message me still. It still gets lots of comments, so I wanted to make sure to show it. It's very simple, but it's a very nice garage door. I really like the inside of it. It's got the exit there, stand clear, and it's just a very industrial look. I think it's something that's quite nice. A lot of people would definitely like it quite a bit. So there you have it there. Of course, we want to be able to show all these cool looking skins at night. So here we go. We've got the Night Furnace. It's got a beautiful, friendly little glow. Got your Vampire box, your Demon box, the Demon door, Vampire door, and the Toxic garage door with its leakage going on. Alright guys, so we've got our tools and weapons now, and we're going to be starting out with a very popular older set. It is the Stinger set by Stabby. And we got the ice pick, but we never got to see the actual, regular tools. And I think they look absolutely great. There's a little bit of rust forming on them, but they're mostly a very clean set. That yellow and black contrast is just something that's very nice. You can see this on the pickaxe as well. It's just very unique. It looks very different from anything else in there, and I think that's what made the ice pick so popular. So it's definitely one of those things where I think this tool set would do quite well alongside it. Then we also have this guy right here, and it is the Cursed Treasure pickaxe. For some reason, we got the hatchet, but not the pickaxe. So wanted to be sure to pop that one in there in case it was a forget part on Helk's. I don't know. We'll just have to see there. But yeah, it's kind of weird. We only got one. Tools are usually a set, Then we've got right here a very beautiful ice pick. This is the Tactical Ice Pick by FaZe. Probably something a ton of you guys would love to see. I know I love the look of it. It's very clean. The only nice ice pick skins are honestly the Stinger and then the lava one, but that one glows, so you know how that goes. So we definitely need some nice ice pick skins, for sure. Then we've got a little bit of a hammer skin for you. I just showed this one to you not too long ago, and the stone tool sets made it in. I would love to see the hammer here. LaCrempe did an amazing job on it. I think it's very, very creative. This Gen Stone hammer would definitely be a good seller, in my opinion. Lastly, or well, not lastly, but for this row, we've got a crossbow for you, and it is the Night Sky set. And again, everyone just loves this Night Sky set. I think this is something people would really love to see pop in, and it's just altogether a very beautiful crossbow. Next up, we've got another crossbow for you, and it is the Tiki crossbow. We got the Tiki tool set not too long ago, and I know Helk really liked them, so I wanted to be sure to show the Tiki crossbow because it may have gotten looked over. It's a very fun little crossbow, and I think it's something that's great. I just love that face, just like laughing. I don't know, is he laughing at us? Is he laughing at who we just killed? I'm not entirely sure on that. Then we're moving into some saps here, and we've got the sap from Hell, and of course this guy glows, so we'll be sure to show that here towards the end. And we've got a sap here. It is the Marine sap, and this is part of a set from Teddy, and the LR and some of the other ones have done really well, so this is definitely one that I think people would like. It's got a red painted sight, and a little tiny skull hiding there in the blue, and I think it's one of those things that it's subtle, but it's painted nicely. It looks natural. It looks like something someone would have painted a gun they really love kind of thing, and yeah, it just fits right in. Then we've also got the Dynasty set, which is doing very popular. We've got this beautiful sap that's been looked over. I want to make sure to go ahead and show this one as well. It's definitely a very beautiful one and fits quite nicely. Next up, the Royal Sar. A bunch of you guys are like, what happened to the Royal Sar? It's been passed. I want the Royal Sar. It's been passed by so many times, guys. Well, here we go. We got another chance for the Royal Sar, so we'll just have to see how that goes. but it's definitely a beautiful SAR. Next up, speaking of SARs, we've got the Necromancer SAR, and this thing is crazy. I love the Necromancer set. It's so tribal, and I think tribal stuff fits into Rust so well. So this is definitely one I would love to see. The coloring and everything just makes it such a unique gun. Next, continuing with the Necromancer set, we've got the Necromancer SMG. This guy right here, the custom, has a little face on the front of it, which I thought was cool. It's also stockless, if you haven't noticed. Aim down the sight, you've got this eye judging, or maybe it's helping you aim. I don't know. We'll just have to see. To me, I feel like it's judging my poor aim, but that could just be my own personal flaws coming through. Next, the Black Pearl set is a very, very beautiful set. It's another one of those clean ones, and it just has this beautiful pearl silver around this matted black, and it's just a very unique one. And I think this Thompson specifically looks really great. As you can see also, it is a stockless Thompson, or broken stock. And yeah, is this altogether a really nice set? I would love to see this Thompson make it. Then we've got the Bulldozer Thompson, again, a very popular set. I love the look of this one. I like the green little dot sight that you have as well. There's a nice little power button on the back of it. Again, this is a broken off stock, which seems to be kind of popular with the Thompsons lately. But hey, you know, it's definitely a very, very nice Thompson. Moving on, the Phantom Thompson never made in. It's a bit of a shame because it is definitely a nice and slick looking one, and it's part of the Phantom set I think that would look quite nice. So I wanted to make sure to bring this one back into the light as well. Next up, we've got some MP5, starting with the Black Pearl MP5, which again, I just love this gorgeous matted black. You can see, you know, certain light, you can see the different patterns along it. It's just altogether a very clean and beautiful looking MP5 there. Then we've got the Devourer MP5 from Milo. This is a great set, and the previous ones accepted have done really well. I think we definitely need some more Devourer weapons. It's got that very bright color. You're not scared. You're ready to go out there. There's some flames, some construction look to it. It's very clean, but also, you know, has this wear and tear on it, and it just fits really, really nicely into the game. Next, we've got a bunch of AKs for you, starting out with the Clockwork AK. This one I showed not too long ago. It's remake, but again, it got skipped, and it is just something that people have been clamoring for, so I wanted to make sure to show it here. I think one of the coolest thing back here is the little steam gauge, and we also have the red painted sight, which is a nice little add, and it's altogether just a very beautiful looking steampunkish design. I think it's a really great AK. Next up, we've got this beautifully painted AK from Moonfighter, and it is part of the Marked for Death set. The LR did really well, so I was kind of surprised when the AK got skipped over. So it's definitely one I wanted to go ahead and show. It's very old looking and used, but it's got this beautiful artwork on it that has survived through it, and I think it's just a very, very nice looking, fancy, worn AK skin. Next, we've got the continuation of the Metalhead set, and this is a stockless AK, as you can see. You got a skull and the little iron cross right there, and then on this side you've got all different kinds of skulls, some that definitely are creature skulls, not human. They got quite a bit of fangs going on there, and it's all sorts of kind of rusty looking, and I really like these rusted effects that he's added to the set now, and I think it really makes this AK stand out as something great. Then next up from Lisa, we've got the continuation in the Dead Souls set. We've got a couple pieces from that. It's very popular, and I think that's because it's just kind of a unique, fancy look to it. I don't know, to me, it's always given a weird kind of like Bioshock steampunk kind of vibe to me, and I think that's something that has drawn people to the set. It's definitely a very cool one, for sure. Then, continuing the Survivor set, we've got the Survivor AK right here. Again, this has been a very popular set. Some of the previous skins, like the Balti, are way in the 20s in prices. And yeah, it's just a very, very cool set. Aiming down the sight, you've got like some little dead eyes staring back at you and some other stuff. And yeah, definitely a cool one that I feel has been long passed on. Then we've got the Blood Dragon AK. This is one that I still get messages about to this date. I think this skin is well over 3 years old, if not at least 2. And it is amazing, and I see why people still message me about it. I had to show it again because this is truly a really nice AK. Only the SAR made it in from the kit. There was actually a very nice high-qual set and this AK and a few others, and I would definitely love to see this have a chance to make it in-game. Alright, moving on, we've got some M39s for you, starting with the Cold Hunter one. This is a very nicely detailed one. Also, we don't have too many M39 skins, and the M39 is not honestly used that much in-game. So I think this would be one of those rarer kind of skins, and that's always a good thing for the market afterwards. But it's definitely a nice one from the set, and I would love to see this one have another chance at maybe making it into the game. Next, we've also got the Phantom M39. This is actually a remake that was fixed after there were some issues with the skins, and it never really got to get shown again, so I wanted to go ahead and show the updated version. I think it's very nice, and if any pieces are going to make it in from the Phantom set, this is definitely one of the top ones there. Next, we've got some more Phantom for you, and that is the last piece, but is the Phantom Bolty. And this one has always had a soft spot in my heart because it is such a gorgeous Bolty. The red cloth and the golden black against the stained wood just looks really nice. I've always really liked this one, and I wanted to make sure to show it again because I think a lot of people really like this one as well the last time I showed it ages ago. Next, from the Cold Hunter set, we've got the Cold Hunter Bolty. This is another one. It's got the nice blue frosted cloth on it. I like the ones that have that. It just kind of adds that dark blue is a different contrast from the rest of the blues, and I think it's a nice little effect. This is definitely another one of those Bolties that people would love because the Cold Hunter set has had a nice break for a while, and I think this would sell quite well. Then, another set we haven't seen anything for a while from is Bad Trip's Caution set. This has always been a well-selling set, and I think the Bolty has been well looked over. That's not, or hasn't been well, whatever, you get what I'm saying. It was looked over. I don't need the word well in front of there, that makes it sound weird. But anyways, it's a very nice bolt action. Definitely love to see this one have a chance. Oh, there we go. Next, we're moving on to some LRs, and from Teddy's set as well, we've got the Naked Slayer, and this is from his, like, Wasteland kind of gun set, and this is something that people really liked, and it didn't get in, and I had to make sure to show it again, because it's definitely a sick-looking LR. Alright, we're almost through it, guys. We've got some LRs to go still, starting now again with the Poseidon LR. The Poseidon set is another older set that Bad Trip brought back, and it is absolutely amazing looking. It's got that sleek black and gold. You can feel like a baller, and you know, you can grab this and do some drive-bys in your Maserati or something. I don't know. It's definitely a very baller looking set, and I love the Poseidon set. It's a really cool one. And the recent edition, the SMG, which was the first accepted one back in a long while, has done really well. So I think that says the public likes it quite a bit as well. Next, a very sought after LR that never made it in is the Tempered LR, or the Holographic Tempered LR, I should say, from Milo. This thing is cool because with this set, you can see as I turn around, the colors start to change. Purples, blues, and greens, you can see that. The whole gun does that. If you've forgotten. It's been a while since we've got one of these, and I think it might be cool to see some tempered stuff on the market once again. Then we've got this LR I showed you not too long ago from Lisa from the Toxic set. The Toxic set has always done very well. The Toxic AK sold so much so that it's almost not really worth anything on the market anymore. But hey, that's something because people bought a lot of them. Aiming down the sight, you've got some red, but of course not glow sight, and it is just one of those guns that is just cool where it glows, which we'll be sure to show you all the glowing guns at the end here. Next, we've got some M249s for you, I believe. Oh no, we skipped an LR, Alright, here we go. So, don't want to skip an LR. It is the Anarchists LR, and this is a newer set that people really love. The SAR did incredibly well, and I wanted to go ahead and show the LR again because I think just the unique kind of coloring of it is something you don't see in Rust very often, and it's definitely something I think that would do well because of that. Then, now we can go to M249s, starting with, again, Poseidon. I know, I love this set. It's so beautiful looking. It's one of those beautiful clean sets, and I think this is an amazing looking M249. You can truly feel like you're the top of your game shooting from this golden bad boy from the top of your alley tower. Next, the Azul M249. Again, beautiful, beautiful M249. I like the use of a darker blue with the lighter fluorescent blues, and I love the blue on the actual bullet belt. I think that is something that's quite neat. I think he did a great job on this, and is definitely an M249 I would love to see make it into game. And we've got 2 last M2s, so we're just going to drag them real quick. And is this one going to be difficult? Come on, load your skin. Who's going to be a good... There we go. Speaking of tempered, we've got the ornate tempered set that is from Mad Polygon. And this ornate tempered M249 is definitely a sick one. I think a lot of people will definitely love to have this one in their set. It's very fancy, and something about M249s having fancy skins just makes them feel all the more elite, I would say. And lastly, guys, there is a brand new remake of the Roof Camper. That's right, Dan is back, and he redid the actual Roof Camper M249, and I think it looks amazing now. I love the details of it. I love that down here, this is, you know, there's actual little version of the dome you can see. It's called the Roof Camper. It's just great. I really hope this has another chance. And I truly do love the Playmaker set. But that's going to do it, guys. Thank you for bearing with me through this amazingly long video. Seriously, go and vote, because the voting isn't in-game anymore. So seriously, go vote on that workshop link I have down in the description below. Vote on your favorites. Let's blow up the ones you guys want to see. And we'll see how it does. Hopefully we can get a special this week with a couple extra skins at the very least. That would be a good thing there. So we'll go ahead and say goodbye here and end with showing you the glowing weapons, guys. So thanks for watching. We will see you on Thursday to show you what skins actually make it in. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.